David here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. We're going to have a film review today, and it's an Australian comedy drama based on an Icelandic comedy drama. So from not too long ago, and most of us probably haven't seen the Icelandic one. I haven't seen it, that's for sure. So, but it does. Watching this inspires me to go back perhaps and watch it. Today we're going to have a look at a film called Rams. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notification. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers if I can by the end of May. I'm about halfway through the 600s, about 650 at the moment. So any help you can get towards that target for me, that would be fantastic. And please, there's movie reviews, TV drama reviews, quizzes, lots of different things on this movie and TV channel. And if you're also have an interest in football at all, or know someone else who might have an interest, please point me in my direction. I do little vlogs on my football team as well, Manchester City. I do history vlogs and present vlogs and quizzes and lots of different stuff. But if you're not really interested in that, or know anyone who might be, there's enough film and TV stuff to keep you going on this channel. So please join me. Please, any comments are always welcome. Thumbs ups are nice. If you haven't got time for a comment, just leave us a thumbs up. That's always nice. Nice to get views, but it's nice to get thumbs ups. And there's a couple of links on screen also for Facebook and Twitter. So if you want to follow or friend me on there, do check every 2 or 3 days and follow and friend everyone back on there. There's lots of stuff I post on there as well. Right, Rams, yeah, 1 hour and 58 minutes. Quite long for this sort of film, to be honest with you. 1 hour and 58. A 12A certificate. The Icelandic original, I'm not going to even pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it, but obviously it was the Icelandic pronunciation of Rams, I assume. It was made in 2015. This Australian how do you say it? I don't know. I'm not going to say. I say Australian drama. This Aussie drama, of course. Well, we've got Sam Neill. I mean, it's not an Aussie drama without Sam Neill, is it? He stars as Colin. Michael Caton stars as his brother Les. Miranda Richardson stars as the vet Cat, and Asha Keddy as Angela, and Wayne Blair as Leone. Yeah, what's it about? Well, in a remote Western Australia, two estranged brothers. Looks very nice actually. I've never been to Australia. I must admit, I've not done many long haul flights apart from the US, so I'll have to go to Australia one day. Western Australia, two estranged brothers, Colin, played by Sam Neill, and Les, played by Michael Caton, are at war, raising separate flocks of sheep descended from their family's prized bloodline. The two men work side by side, yet are worlds apart. When Les's prize ram is diagnosed with a rare and lethal illness, authorities order a purge of every sheep in the valley. While Colin attempts to stealthily outwit the powers that be, Les opts for angry defiance. But can the warring brothers set aside their differences and have a chance to reunite their family, save their herd, and bring their community back together? Well, we'll have to find out. Well, that's probably why it's almost 2 hours long. A lot of things to do. Trailer, yeah, I watched the trailer. Trailer was okay. It didn't. There's a couple of things a bit sort of as a comedy element to it. It was okay, made me smile a little bit. But I'll give the trailer a 6 out of 10. I watched the trailer before I watched the film. Critics wise, Rotten Tomatoes like it. Although there's not many reviews, not many critical reviews left. Only 12 have been left. So it's got 100% positivity and scores an average of 7 out of 10, which isn't too bad. Internet Movie Database, Joe Public, you, me, the normal watchers, 434 scores and reviews have been left. 6.6 out of 10, so again, not too bad at all. I think the original Icelandic film got about 7.3, 7.4 out of 10, so a little bit down on that, but that's not surprising. And some of the comments on Internet Movie Database: quietly brilliant. Someone else wrote, don't be sheepish, definitely worth seeing. I don't know, these puns are absolutely awful. Someone else, a great remake, but the extra half an hour added to the running time just detracts from the overall pleasure. Yeah, I have to, as I said, it's a little bit long for me for this sort of film. And someone else wrote, it has trouble finding its feet, so it's not 100% positivity, is it? So let's get on to my little thoughts. As I said, well, it's Australian, so yes, Sam Neill's in this. Not Sam Elliott, he'd be in the US ones, wouldn't he? It's possibly one of his best for a while, actually. I think he plays a good role in this. It sort of suits him down to the ground, to be honest with you. Now he's getting a little bit older and maturer. There's a lot of high marks for this. Some prefer the original, some don't, but that's how it is. You know, some people say, "Oh, the original Icelandic one was brilliant." You know, not a patch in it, and someone will say, "Oh, this is an improvement on the Icelandic one," but we get that anyway, don't we? You're always going to set different opinions, etc. But as I said, I won't mind going back and watching now if I get a chance, watching the Icelandic and reading the Icelandic one, because obviously it'll be a subtitled version, won't it? Yeah, the humour doesn't quite hit home for me. There was one or two things that made me smile. There's one thing that I think made me sort of laugh a little bit, I must admit, but most of the time it's more the drama rather than the humour. And a lot of these Australian films, they don't, you know, they are more comedic. I didn't find this as comedic as I expected, to be honest with you. It was a bit more dramatic and not as good as some of the other Australian comedy dramas I've seen over the years. Yeah, content, okay, yeah, but as I said, the content for what it is, it's far too long a film for the actual content you get in the film. And it just doesn't quite work for me. I say Neill is excellent. Sam Neill's brilliant as always, and his on-screen relationship with Caton's character, his brother, even though it's at arm's length, always feels at arm's length. Even perhaps when they sort of are in each other's company, and it doesn't really develop that much. I don't get the hint that they're brothers, to be honest with you. I don't think it really worked on that basis. There's a lot of loose ends in the film as well. There's a lot of things sort of start and never quite finish, and by the end of the film, they still don't quite finish. It's still a bit loose endy. You know, there's like romances start, they don't quite finish. Trouble starts, it doesn't quite finish. Or, you know, it's just a bit weird in parts. For a 2-hour film, it doesn't quite conclude things that you think it would do in a film of this length, unfortunately. But having said that, it was a nice watch. I'll say it was a nice watch. It wasn't a fantastic watch. It wasn't, you know, edge of my seat, obviously, with this sort of thing, or as funny as I find some Australian comedy dramas are. But it was a nice watch for this time. You know, it was a little bit uplifting in parts. Yeah, I mean, it was about finishing things as well. As like a bushfire, and it never quite finishes that off either. It's just very, 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 very weird the way it sort of hints at things but never follows through. But yeah, it is a nice watch nonetheless. So I am going to give it my score today. I'm going to give it my watchable score, just about. So I'm just going to scrape through at a 6 out of 10, because it is watchable, as I said, but certainly not on a par with a lot of Aussie comedy dramas I've watched over the last 20, 30 years that have really appealed to me. This is a little bit lacking, and I am inspired to go back and watch the Icelandic original, obviously, with this one. The poster, yeah, we've had the posters up there, haven't we, on screen throughout this. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Like Sam Neill, it's a nice little poster. There's nothing wrong with the poster, so I'm not going to give the poster any less than any more than the film. I'll give the poster 6 out of 10, so I'll make it a nice little draw today between the poster and the movie. So that's Rams. Let me know what you think if you get to watch this. And as I say, I think this suited. Yeah, the real positive was I just said thought it suited Sam Neill right to the ground. This sort of film, as he gets a bit mature and plays these sort of roles. Not grumpy old men as such, but yeah, near enough, isn't he? I think he does a good job in that. I think it's a good acting part for Sam. I think this is spot on for him now. He's getting a bit more mature, so I expect to see far more. I mean, not that he's not enough as it is, but I'll see far more of these. Anyway, thanks for watching today. What we're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we'll meet again here on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps you flit across to my Citizen channel, wherever it is. All I ever ask of everyone out there is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.